Um, I just got up right now. Had a long shift last night. Was tired all morning. I set my alarm for 11. I didn't wake up till 2 o'clock. So right now I'm kind of like running around. I got a comment from Bill in my comments. Uh, it was just a misunderstanding, bro. I just thought I upset you. I didn't want to bother you, But I'm glad he's doing well. I see that he's in the comments. I see that all his comments are like hidden. So I know YouTube is trying to take the TFL movement down. Even people that don't post TFL, or when they once in a great while will make comments, they're automatically deleted. So I know this movement is under attack, and I want to say that I want everybody to know that I'm not religious. I go to church, but I go to church for my own salvation. I'm not there to win like people to God, or I'm not on YouTube to try to get souls to God. I found out the hard way. I went through a really, really rough time in the churches. I found out how they really are. Uh, I got friends that are run that I have a friend that has a church, and I love her. She's awesome. She's been real cool. So I kind of like I always show her that support. She shows me the support I need on YouTube. So I have a lot of friends. There's some that like I just let bygones be bygones. I'm not a bitter person. I don't want to hold on to any bitterness, but I have it. The My walk with God hasn't always been peaches and rainbows. It hasn't really been like the greatest run. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really like had the like I said, it's not rainbows and like flowers and candy and all that crap. Sometimes I think church is people make it harder than what it should be. Church should be a place where people can go and not be judged by the world. But the world and the church seems to judge people when they walk through that gate. It seems like they look at you head to toe on, you know, but it seems like a lot of times they just care about the size of your wallet, you know what I mean? And how you dress, you know what I mean? I started dressing more for church because I didn't want to be a slob. But I noticed people are like liking me more than I'm dressing. I'm like, well, shouldn't you have liked me before? Because how do you know I can't afford clothes, which I can? But I don't feel like I need to really impress nobody but myself. But right now I'm kind of like in that mode where I'm like kind of like screw it. Um, I kind of just doing what I got to do, and I just want people to know I'm not religious. I believe in Jesus. John 3:16. He loves us unconditionally. It doesn't matter what you do, how much you messed up. A righteous man can fall 7 times. I love Lord so much. I don't think there's not a day I don't thank God that I'm still living, still working. I still have my job of 15 years. It could go like that. I have a car, it could break down. I mean, I'm very fortunate what I have. I'm actually here on YouTube. I have 5 channels that are doing good. I'm not gonna lie, I do have 5 channels, but I don't care. People could judge me all they want, but I really don't give a crap. Future is either gonna be a monk, or I'm gonna find me a girl, or I'm just gonna mess with a bunch of females. I don't know. It just depends. Like I said, I'm my own. I'm a free spirit guy. I'm my own person. I'm not on here like to be judged or judge anybody. Um, it is what it is. At the end of the day, people can either like me or not. Screw it. But I just want people to know I'm not religious, but I do talk about God a lot, and that's just me as a person. So, anyways, I just want to give everybody a shout out. I hope they have a good night. God bless.